Okay, hi, Phil again here. I'm not showing my video of me in my studio because I want to show you a little bit more of the screen this time. And I'm in iMovie and I'm going to show you how I put together the four fills. So there's four frames in iMovie. If you want to do many more frames, it's possible to do four, then four, then four, and have that's 16 together, but there are other applications you can look at that will do multiple frames. But for the four fills, I use iMovie, and here's how I do it. Okay, so create new movie, and we're going to, I've put this folder on my desktop, and there's all the raw video files that I've got from my from my good Nikon camera. Okay, I can't remember which one's which, so let's just put them all in there. Import selected. Okay, and because they're all on my hard drive, there they are. Okay, now we just want to do that last little bit, and what I do is I have a pretty good idea. Now what I've done is, you see the microphone here in the studio, and that's a Rode NT1. That's going into my digital audio workstation, and the beauty of this setup is it's playing Cubase Pro. My digital audio workstation is playing the backing track, okay, that basic guide track, and the four fills, they're all playing to that, so they're all exactly in time. So we put this down here, and I can see there where I start talking, and there's the cue. See, just having a little practice there. Okay, and that's where I start playing. So there's no dialogue here. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how I put left and right together. So in this case, I've got the cellist on the right hand side, and now what else have I got here? Okay, I'm looking for the guy in the black t-shirt, my bass guitarist. Oh, there he is. Okay, and that's 54 seconds. So yeah, he goes away, he comes back again. So it's going to be about there. Now I drop that down there on top, and you can see this is how we synchronize in iMovie. I can see that that's roughly where they're going to start. And if, by the way, if you drop it in, it looks like that. You can change the scale there in settings. See that? Okay, so we want to slide that along, and if you want to get it really accurate, you can do this, and you can see there we want to line up so they're playing exactly the same thing at the same time. Okay, now what happens is, we don't want too much, just along there a little bit, is the audio is not going to be great on this. Okay, okay, you can hear that that's pretty out of whack. I can see that's not quite lining up there. Let's make the scale a little bit bigger, and yeah, we can see it's just a little bit behind. So let's move that up a bit. That's looking more like it. You can see all those waveforms are matching a bit better. Getting closer, and that's how we do it. I think this whole lot needs to come up a little bit earlier. Okay. Okay, that's close enough to give you the idea. I'd spend a little bit more time getting that really accurate, and that's the time-consuming part of this. Okay, what we do is we double-click on that top video there of our rap bag bass guitarist, and instead of cutaway here, what we want is split screen, and say, yeah, okay, they're the right way around. But say you want to put it around the other way, you put it around the other way. But I like my cellist sitting on that side. Okay, then what I would do is I would file, share, and in this case I don't want my videos to be too big, so I've gone 540 pixels and low quality. Okay, If you're doing really high def, of course, you'll make it bigger, and then you've got 21.4 megabytes. This is for about a 1 minute thing there. I'm going to just get rid of that. That shows you how I put them left and right. Okay, now going to import 2 more videos, and I'm going to put it together. Okay, so here's some I prepared before. Import both of these. Okay, and you can see they're the ones I've done before. I know they're pretty well synced up, and those guys there, and we're going to make sure that they're pretty. Okay, you can see here that that's not quite, and we want it to be visually right. You can see it's about 50 milliseconds to about 100 milliseconds out. All right, so we move that up. Okay. Okay, that's sounding good. Well, it's not sounding great because the audio's not great, but we're going to fix that. I'll show you how. Cutaway. Now, we want split screen, but this time we want that violinist and the, along with the guitarist, we want those guys at the top. So there we go. Okay, now the only thing we've got to fix up is... Okay, giving all my secrets away here. Now, it looks easy, but it took me probably about an hour and a half to edit this whole 3-minute video. Okay, because I had 3 cues. I often do it in sections. When I've got music coming along, I've got sections of dialogue. So when people say, what app do you use to make that video, and there's dialogue and there's a piece of music and everything, it's arranging the music, it's recording it multi-track so you get a good quality recording. And here is the recording, an MP3 that came out of my mixing desk. Okay, and we line these up. Okay, and again, we're just going to have a look that that lines up exactly. I think that's about right. Okay, now what I do is I turn these tracks down. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, so straight away we can see it's starting way too early. Alright, so we're going to move that. We're going to just see how I've got that 4-bar count in. Bring these levels back up so I can see what's happening. And let's look at the bottom. Those videos are synchronized pretty well. There it is. That's where the music's starting there. So it's way early. Right. So if we put that there, and let's bring that back there. No, actually, a bit of a problem there. You can't exactly do that because that's going to put that video out of sync. Okay. And this is just a demo, so I'm going to show you how I work. So it's got the and that should synchronize up now. Let's have a look. Okay, much better. Still a little bit out, and yeah, I'd take a lot of time with this. There we go. Right. Okay, now pull these ones down because that's the lousy sounding audio. Okay. Now, then I would go File, Share, File, and export that. That's going to be just 20 megabytes for 1 minute, but I could do it higher quality. If I had have done that, I would have done the previous videos higher quality. And there we go, finished product. Okay, let's just have a little look at that on full screen, and just look at where the, oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so you're not going to get that really good sound without a fairly good digital audio workstation and knowing how to use it, as well as knowing how to do the arrangement. So yeah, there's about 4 or 5 steps before we get to that. All right, so I hope that helps.